it's the Money Guy, Adam Phillips, and this is a video of my top 3 ways to go overdrawn at Christmas. Now, this is obviously very different to the normal videos that I make, but we all know that in reality, over Christmas, we tend to spend a bit more than we probably should, and eat a bit more than we should, and sometimes maybe drink a bit more. Not me, though. No. Anyway, I'm going to tell you the top 3 ways to get into debt over the Christmas period. So, number 3, extend your overdraft. So if you've got an overdraft, extend it and use that if you haven't got any money left in your bank account. Being in your overdraft is still going overdrawn. The difference being it's a set amount of money that the bank have agreed for you to have in case you need to use it for emergencies such as, Christmas. So it's not a cheap method by any means. Just by going £1 into your overdraft, some banks would charge you £1 a day, which of course is 100% in one day, which is a lot of money. So it's not a cheap method by any means, but it's certainly cheaper than going overdrawn when you haven't got an overdraft. And at number 2. So finance deal at 0% is the next cheapest way of doing stuff. If you haven't got enough money to buy something and someone is offering you 0% on a finance deal, then this could work out very cheap indeed. In other words, you're only paying for what the item's actually valued at. Be wary of these though. If a finance deal bleeds for 1 year, 2 years, maybe even 3 years, then you could end up paying for this whatever it is in 2 years time. But remember, there's going to be another Christmas next year, another Christmas after that, and then these finance deals at 0% could start building up. So be wary of them, but if it's 0% and if you haven't got any other choice, perhaps look at that. And at number 1, use a credit card that has 0% on card purchases. Not 0% on balance transfers, that's slightly different. 0% on card purchases is when you get the card, and you have then 3, 6, 9, 12 months, so long the deal is for, to pay that off interest free. So you'll only pay back whatever the price of or value of the item is that you're buying. Remember to pay it off as soon as possible though. You don't want this hanging over your head in a year's time when there's another Christmas, but these kind of deals will give you a greater amount of flexibility. Now the serious bit for Christmas. If you haven't got the money, don't buy it. If you can't afford the repayments, don't buy it. If they're your real friends and real family, then they will understand the situation. Don't be ashamed of it. You shouldn't feel forced into having to purchase something just because someone else has got you a nice thing. I don't actually advocate spending money if you haven't got it, and I don't advocate getting yourself deliberately into debt. But if you do need to do that, then make sure you're doing it in the cheapest, most practical way possible. If you'd like some help with your money, or like some advice on what you should do and how to borrow money practically and safely, or maybe you're spending a bit too much on interest, then get in contact with me. I'd love to try and help you out. You can do that via Facebook, which is facebook.com/itsthemoneyguy, or head to my website, which is itsthemoneyguy.com. Alternatively, you can download my Money Guy app. Just look for It's the Money Guy, download it, and there's lots of little useful tools and hints and tips on there, which will hopefully help you out. Other than that, have a lovely Christmas, and we will speak very soon. Ba 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 ba.